It's the holiday season.
The holiday season.
And what do we do?
Oh my God. Let's run to CVS and make some poor decisions.
Let's do some things that aren't just poor decisions, but maybe gifts that are a little bit more thought out, even if you're feeling frazzled because it's already December and we're 19 days away from Christmas.
Give it to me. I'll take anything.
All right.
Mama says namaste. Mama says namaste.
Making a family can be easy and fun.
Oh, yeah. But raising a family can be a whole different story.
From spouses to kids to the crazy daily grind, life often directs us away from connection and more into reactive chaos.
If you're tired of that cycle and are seeking something beyond the picket fence blues, this is the show for you.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Nathan.
And we're here to take you from chaos to clarity by bringing awareness and intention into your home, not waiting for one day, and highlighting how
the uniqueness in each of us strengthens all of us.
Take a deep breath in and let's start a brand new day. With Mama says namaste.
And just like that, a day has passed, and I've done the math and realized it's actually 18 days till Christmas.
Hey, that's okay. We did the intro yesterday, baby.
There we
work
go.
ahead of time.
That's right. We so plan in advance.
Yesterday just blew through like that. And Christmas is going to be here before you know it.
It will. Oh my goodness. I'm right there with you, recognizing that this is a time that everybody can seem more frazzled. I was just on a business meeting yesterday and was talking about how it seems like everything is more intense around the holidays because you think of family life and your personal life tends to ramp up around the holidays as people are getting together. But then also you've got specials and things with work. And so then oftentimes you've got work that ramps up and you have a lot of busy with work as well. And so especially if you're doing anything in retail, you really have a lot of pressure sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And so Nathan and I love gift giving. I really do.
I do too.
No, you don't.
I hate it.
Nathan does not
like
enjoy it, and I love it, but I will stress and obsess and really try to get that perfect gift. And so oftentimes we could end up with frustrations between the two of us because Mr. Procrastinator waits till the last minute and then just goes and buys something to get something for that day because we need it, as opposed to I want to buy something in, February for a Christmas gift for somebody, and then half the time I forget about it.
Right.
So we're trying to find this happy medium
Somewhere
for it.
in there. There's a rainbow.
So, actually, all the way back at episode 80, we did a podcast episode on gift ideas for every personality style. And in that, we kind of laid this out based on the different personality styles that we talk about here on the podcast. So we've revitalized that, and I've gone through and added some more to our gift guide. I have over 31 gifts recommendations based on specific personality style in our gift guide. And we just wanted to give you a highlight of the type of people and the type of things that you can think of that may be out of the ordinary and things you hadn't necessarily considered for someone.
Yeah. So we're not telling you what to get for Uncle Joe, just the people who might act like Uncle Joe.
There you go. All right. And before we even get into the different personality styles, I want to just give you one easy button. We are in a tech-savvy world. We have got a lot of opportunity for creating videos of all sorts. And I know that there are a lot of things about picture collages and things like that. But we have found over the years that if you don't have time to do anything else, sending a quick video can mean the world. And we've done this for those last minute things of, oh my gosh, it's so-and-so's birthday. And we just stop everything, sing a little birthday song and say something we appreciate about them and send it to them just through a text. And yes, it's simple and it just shows that we were thinking of them. And sometimes when we feel like we haven't done it all, we beat ourselves up and we don't do anything. And a video is a great way to just add a little fun. And we've taken it up a notch with that. And we've created really fun videos for events. So on the blog this week, I share an oldie but goodie that the girls did when my parents had their 50th wedding anniversary. And they basically, they shared things they loved about their grandparents. And then they kind of reenacted the story of their lives. And it was absolutely adorable. It had both my parents in tears from laughter as well as the sweetness of it. And it's something that we've actually brought up and replayed over and over again as a family. And so how great to have that as a lasting legacy and a sweet gift that can be shared with people beyond that as well. So we've done this for birthdays. We've done this for holidays. The girls have an uncle who is very musically talented, and he creates some incredibly catchy songs that get stuck in our heads forever afterward.
Thank you, Cuckoo Bill.
Yes. And they're beautiful, and they mean the world to the girls, and they absolutely love them. So just a quick side before we even get into the personality styles is just recognizing something as simple as shooting a video. And you can get as elaborate as you want in this or create it simple. I've got some examples on the blog that are ones that our children have done, where we've done, a cover of Johnny Cash's Walk the Line.
Be careful, though. YouTube will shut you down.
Yeah, you got to be careful with which ones you do. Our Beatles cover, we simply shared with family because we can't share it for copyright reasons.
No.
But you can still have fun creating videos, even if you're sharing them just within your family. Our kids are encouraging us to create a podcast just for the family, to share all of our crazy stories just inside the family.
We're going to have like a 5-year rule that they can't unlock them for 5 years until after we're dead.
Oh my gosh.
And then they get to know the truth?
No.
Oh man, that sounds pretty awesome. No.
All right. Well, so we are, so videos and, any kind of thing like that where you do a video, writing a letter, anything like that can be a beautiful personal touch and something that you can do really fast just to let somebody know you're thinking of them. So now we want to talk about giving the gift that speaks to them, because oftentimes when we give a gift, we are giving it thinking of what we would enjoy.
Oh, yeah. I love, what are those, cordial cherries?
Oh, yeah, the chocolate-covered cherries.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah, you hate them.
Exactly. And so when Nathan gets that in his stocking, he's woohoo. And I get it in mine, I'm, blech, that's disgusting.
Yeah, don't have to share.
No. Yeah. Well, and I mean, even thinking about the types of events that we're going to and the things that we're holding for people, you don't hold a surprise party for everyone. Some people will love it. Other people, that's their worst nightmare. So thinking about that when it comes to gifts, comfy socks can be a really sweet, thoughtful, cozy gift of comfort for an S personality style, for example. But, an I might say, well, that's a cop-out. That's boring. I wanted something more, fun and extravagant than
kazoo.
socks. Yeah. So understanding the personality styles can really be helpful so that you're giving something that really speaks to them. So a quick breakdown of our different styles, and then we'll kind of dive into them a little bit more, is you've got your high D. And now I've updated my terminology a little bit. I've been reading a new book, and there's a new type of, there's a lot of things around DISC assessments, and DISC personality assessments have been around since the 1920s. And there is a guy, Merrick Rosenberg, who's created a whole branch of this called take flight learning, and it's using the DISC principles, but it's naming them by birds instead, because what he found is people have a hard time remembering those numbers and letters, but they can identify with a bird, and they can say, oh, I'm an eagle, I'm an owl, I'm a dove, I'm a parrot. And so he did it all by that. And I just finished a great book called The Chameleon that is all about understanding, adapting, and working with the different personality styles while not losing who you are. And I loved it. And so I want you to be thinking about these birds as we go through this. So our first one is a D. That D is like an eagle. They're driven, they're visionary, they are results oriented, they're very productive. That's our eagle. An I is going to be like a parrot. Think inspiring, outgoing, life of the party, interactive, persuasive, and entertainer. For an S, think dove, supportive, good listener, loyal, steady. And then for a C, think owl. An owl would be creative, analytical, logical, compliant, systematic. So now as we've got our quick little Cliff's Notes version, and of course there's opportunities to dig deeper and learn more about this on
What do you buy these old birds?
Website. Huh?
So what do we buy these old birds?
Okay, what we buy them. Let's start in reverse now. Let's start with that owl, the C-wired personality style. For these, you are wanting to look for more informational or detailed gifts.
Like a Rubik's Cube and a stopwatch.
That's perfect. Right there. Yeah, it's the Rubik's Cube and the stopwatch. Exactly. Yeah, one of them supporting their hobbies and desires. So get items that allow them to research or go deep into their learning. It may be that you've got a collector on your hands, and just adding to their collection, where one person gets sick and tired of the same thing on repeat, a C may be like, yes, another for my collection.
Yeah, and oftentimes these feel like people who they have everything. You know, that, like, what can you get them? And this is great stuff.
Right. And on that note of not even wanting to, maybe they have everything. It may be that doing something could be a lot of fun for them. And it could be like, I know for our daughter, going birding would be a beautiful adventure for her, just to go birding and to be out in the quiet and the peace and hearing the birds. Or another thing that she loves is escape rooms, where you're really like have to see every detail and figure it out. And she loves the challenge of the puzzle. So maybe it's doing an event and going and pursuing one of their interests, like, or in their hobbies and interests, like birding, or doing something like an escape room or something where it's solving a puzzle and working through things.
Yeah, another fun project is doing miniatures or models, which can be a lot of fun, very detailed, and lots of instructions to sink your teeth into. And 1, 2, 3 instructions. And sometimes even our daughter loves to make those as a high C personality and give them to people.
Yeah, and then you've got a twofold opportunity there, where we've gotten her miniatures as a gift that then she's created and then gifted to someone else as a presented display.
Because she'll personalize them for them individually and make little miniature photos and books and all little stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. We made a really cool one for my parents that had, since my parents are both authors and have written books, we actually did little prints of their books and my mom's art and pictures of all of our family. And we stuck them all in this little miniature house. And it was the coolest thing. And they have it on display on their kitchen counter, and people comment on it all the time. All right, and then another thing is, one thing I wanted to add in is, as we have gotten more environmentally conscious and looking at what our impact is and the ripple effect that goes beyond us on the things that we consume, we wanted to add in some more ideas and thoughts that really help to give back, and companies that we want to support and what it is that they're doing. So for this one, I put down Earth Hero. Of course, these things for sustainability and eco-conscious and activism, I mean, these things can go beyond just one specific personality style, but I tried to curate one for each one here. And the one I wanted to share was Earth Hero, which is an awesome website where you can get a lot of essentials, kind of like Amazon. But what I love about it is you see the exact environmental impact from the creation of it all the way through to end of life, and where it will end up in a landfill, or can it be recycled? And a lot of their stuff is biodegradable, compostable, and minimal impact, even with the way that they get it delivered and everything else. So I've loved this store. I've started purchasing from there, and I'm getting Christmas gifts from there for sure.
Sounds like compostable MacGyver.
Exactly. A little bit of everything.
On that note, Leatherman, that's another good one.
Yes, if you're going to do anything outdoors, something, or
somebody who's just busybody.
Yeah, or multifunctional.
A man about the house.
There you go.
Or a woman.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then we've got our S personality style. So this would be a dove. You think of the peacemakers here. You want to look at things that are more relational and comfort focused.
Get me a pair of socks. I want warm socks.
Yeah, that would be super appreciated.
Well,
you don't, because you live in Florida and you don't wear socks.
I don't.
But
if I did, I'd want them.
There you go. My awesome colleague and right hand everything is an S personality style, and I've asked her about things that she likes, and she always mentions spa things. And it is so true. Give them a service. These people are oftentimes so much in the supportive service industry, they don't often take that time for themselves. Yet when it's a gift, if anything, they feel obligated, they need to do it. And all of a sudden, they're forced into relaxation. And so it can be a really great way to put it on the schedule and help them prioritize them. So maybe it's giving them a massage or doing a spa.
Another great one is just paying for a house cleaning service and having everything cleaned up for them so they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Or like what Nathan does for me all the time is just making an amazing feast.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, this can be something when you think of these acts of service. Is it something that you're paying for somebody else to do, or is it you guys doing it? And, your kids having coupons that are shown that are good for certain things.
Well, instead of coupons, you just do it ahead of time. Pay it forwards.
Yeah.
That way you don't have the coupons from last year. Like, oh man, I didn't ever use this. Should I use it now? Oh, everybody's gone. Okay. Where you do it now instead of doing an IOU. So you don't have the coupons that you find a year later, and you're like, oh man, I should have done that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe it's just you showing up and doing it. So yeah, we've got those. Another thing is looking at what things might bring them joy while also giving back. I remember one year we bought everything from the Greater Good store. And this is a store where millions are given to charities all over the world. And so you can kind of pick your cause. Is it people? Is it pets? Is it planet? And then you can purchase items that are made by local artisans all over the world. And that money goes back to different charities. And I've loved the cause. And so I could get, sometimes, beautiful little decorative items and clothing and jewelry. And there's lots of little gift items that are on there. But I love that it's more than just the little gift. It's the gift with the story and the meaning behind it, which is, so meaningful for a death.
Not to bash Amazon, but it's other than Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Then we have our parrot style. Parrots want to have fun and they want to be entertained. This is the high I.
Just buy them a bucket of mixed nuts and and something to wash it down with, and you'll be fine.
There you go. A variety pack of
There
anything. Anything would be great. Anything that you're thinking of getting one thing with, if there's a variety option, this might be what a parrot would enjoy.
There you go.
They love experiential things like doing a theme park or concert tickets. Or I know that I have a child requesting, I asked her this today. We went out and I asked her what she wanted for Christmas. And she said she would really love to have a date to the movies, just you, me, and her. And that's what she wants to. She wants to go out on a date where it's just her and we get to go do something fun like go to the movies, which we don't very often do.
In the middle.
It just rock your world to think about us not sitting next to each other.
I know. Well, that's always the, even when we're together with all of them, it's like, oh, who do you sit next to? We're an odd number. It's only two parents to love.
Oh, we share the wealth.
That's right.
So look for experiential things, like for classes, for iStyles, strangers or just friends they haven't met yet. So any kind of class, a dance class, a pottery, fitness, cooking, could be a way to socialize and meet new people. And that's a definite plus for this personality style as well. So what fun adventure can you do? Can you go do a fun thing with them out and about?
Yeah. Or you could just go on a
what?
sparking spree, a shopping spree, and get a bag full of bling, because these people love a little shine or just little trinkets, a little something or others.
That's right. And while we aren't for adding tons of clutter,
this is true.
I also recognize that sometimes that little random gift can be a really sweet little joy spark. And I have had times like that where I've had one little gift that has come in that I loved so much that I let go of 3 others that I didn't like so much.
Hey, there you go.
So there you go. If
Dummy
you
proof
still
yourself.
have that idea of letting go of the things that are no longer serving you, maybe it is okay to bring a little bling in.
That's a good play.
And then when it comes to giving back and sustainability, look at what clothing options maybe there are, because of course, high eyes and parrots, they love to oftentimes display their art and their big personality through the things that they wear. So I've got some links for some different eco-friendly clothing options on the blog, as well as there's one that's just for kids called cottonon.com that I'm excited about, because it's finally one that I'm looking at that has good sustainable clothes that also are a little bit more modest than everything being short shorts and halter tops.
Oh, lovely. That was cottoncon.com?
Cottonon.
Cottonon.com.
Yeah, easy to say too. And then another one that, of course, is a great one is Patagonia and what all they're doing to give back to the planet. So these are great ways to look at maybe some clothing that has a little bit of a story of the ripple effect of the positive impact behind it.
There you go.
And then we have our eagles. For our eagles or our high Ds, it's all about the end result. So things that support their goals and big visions are great. Maybe
dead rabbit.
What?
I'm just thinking for
what does that have to do with anything? Oh, a dead
Eagles
rabbit
would
for
love a
an
dead
eagle.
Sorry. You're a vegetarian. That went way over
You
your
just
little
sabotaged
head.
my bird analogies right there.
Well,
what else for a
What do
D
you get somebody
that is
who
not-
wants everything?
Right. What do you get them?
You get them a Fitbit. so that they can, manage themselves. see how well they're doing.
That's
Measure themselves.
I have to say, when somebody likes to track their accomplishments, doing something that is any kind of tracking app, or a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, a pedometer, a whatever, or some kind of workout program or something, anything that can kind of track their progress and their success, that's going to be something that an eagle's going to enjoy.
Yeah, or give them a book with a little note in it about halfway through that says, I bet I can read more than you can.
If you sneak in a challenge for anything, it's going to make it sweeter for them, for sure. I like that. You're so going to do that to me, aren't you?
Maybe. I've just been keeping up with you so far.
Another thing would be giving them a challenge, like a high ropes course package, or a scavenger hunt, or like memberships to a gym or something like that. Again, that's giving them those challenges.
Or just give them a whiteboard so they can jot down all their millions of thoughts for the rest of us.
There you go. A big ideas or a get it done board of something. So yeah, you want to think about what are their goals and passions, and what things can you do that kind of support that, because they're always looking for those incentives to keep them going, because high drive is a big part of that D style.
Yeah. There's a whole wall in our camper devoted to Ashley. It's a full whiteboard.
It is, and I love it, and we use it a ton. Okay, I use it a lot. And we also have a whiteboard in the bathroom in there, and I use that one a lot too.
In our refrigerator. But rock on,
You're so right.
Thing.
I'm so guilty of
You're
that. Yeah,
rocking.
you're right. I do. Yep, I'm a high D, and I am a whiteboard lover. I
What?
accept this. All right, or dry erase board. I don't care what it is.
Too fly for a whiteboard guy.
All right. And finally, for that D style, you've got somebody who might be super entrepreneurial by nature, and maybe they get whatever they want whenever they want, and it's hard to find anything for them. Maybe you can try giving a loan in their name to Kiva. This is a really cool program with crowd-funded microloans, and they change lives all over the globe. And you get to read the stories of the businesses and enterprises that you're working with, and the money comes back as they pay it off. And that's really cool, because then you're giving somebody I've gifted a microloan in $50, and once that $50 is paid back, they get to go back in there and choose who they want to give the loan to and keep it ongoing.
Yeah, it's kind of a gift that keeps on giving.
It is, yes. My dad has been doing this for years, I think, and he just continues to just bounce around the same money, looking at where it can go next.
Well, maybe I should start a little micro business and go rap tap tap on Daniel's door, see if I can get a micro loan.
There you go. All right, there are some quick ideas for just kind of getting your wheels turning. Now, if you want some specifics and some even items to put under the tree that we have
direct
curated,
message us and we'll give them that one.
you go to the website. Go to mamassaysnamaste.com. We have this episode on the front page, most likely when you're listening to this. If not, go ahead and look for episode 280 and you will have it. Or you can also search for 31 gifts and you will find it on the website for the full list, curated list that I have. In addition to all of this, of course, I happen to have a bit of a passion around helping people understand how they tick and how to connect with others. So I have things in my own store. We've got the Namaste profiles, which is what we are talking about. It's based on DISC or Eagle, Parrot, Dove, and Owl. And you can get these profiles for parents, you can get it for teens, you can get one that's on lifelong learning, and you can get one on your kids and even helping with understanding what styles your younger children are. So
but babies need not apply. Y'all are wild.
Babies are wild, for sure. But I'll help you figure out your sanity as they grow up a little bit.
There you go.
Also, I've got 2 different courses to walk you through. One is the Discovering You course, and it's only 3 hours, so it is justifiable. This is not a course that you can never get through. It's just a short course with everything in snippets of like 10 to 20 minutes tops. Most of them are 10-minute clips, and so it's easy to walk through in a quick fashion and get some nuggets to then immediately apply with your family. And it's also something that's great for the family to go through together as you learn how to move from basic connection to true communication.
Yeah, the ahas in there are pretty awesome.
Well, thank you. I had fun doing that one for sure. Another one we've got is the 90-day family road trip. And this is for people that are considering RVing with their family. And I don't talk about it much on here because not all of you are RVers, but we did do it full time for 7 years now. At this point,
when did it stop?
Well, we're feeling a little bit like, okay, 2020 we started slowing down, and so we've had a different process of our travels. But for 6 straight years, we were fully nomadic, bouncing from place to place.
Yeah,
and so we share about our first 90 days and the essentials to ask for in that. And then if you just aren't sure what they need, but you know that they could use some support, maybe it's going to actual coaching. I have a Life Harmony package. And in the Life Harmony package, I do one-on-one coaching with individuals. I work with couples. I even work with families or with the kids themselves and work to really walk you through whatever transitions you're going through and helping you to better understand yourself and connect with others. And to be perfectly honest, my biggest passion is not to have 5,000 different people all over the place that I'm working with, but to take families with all of their intricacy and walk with them through their life changes. And so I love that opportunity that I have had with clients where I start coaching maybe just the mom, and then I start coaching with the dad, and then the children are brought in, and then the aunts and the uncles, and then the grandparents, and then I can do all different variations of coaching and group coaching and helping families walk through transitions together through life. So if this is something that sounds interesting for your own family or for gifting to others, feel free to reach out to me directly. Or you can also get a gift certificate and have it just be to apply to any of these things of anyone else's choosing. So we've got a lot of options for gift giving here. And next week, we're going to continue with our holiday spirit and share 4 tips for navigating the holidays and actually enjoying it.
That's the secret.
Yes. So our challenge for this week is don't just dread gift giving. Look at this as an opportunity to delight someone you love and really seek to find something that fits their personality style. And this isn't always something you can fit into a box. The biggest gift you can give someone is making them feel like you see them, love them, and truly hear them. So recognize and honor their strengths. And remember,
the uniqueness in each of us strengthens all of us. Namaste.
1, 2, 3. Up with the rising sun, already on the run. Mama says namaste. Life is a tangled mess, and you don't have to stress. Mama says namaste. 'Cause today I will stand up and be all the change.